So this corn is more than twice my height and way up there and growing. We're getting ready to get harvested out here. Not that I'm a farmer, but we live out in the country, and so our farmers are getting ready to do the harvest. And it just really went right along with what we're talking about in Matthew chapter 20, the parable that Jesus is sharing. So we have these men who started out working early in the day, and they come at the end of the day to receive pay, and they're expecting more because the landowner has hired other people throughout the day to come out, and he's handing it out. And the person who only worked 1 hour, he got paid the same thing that these gentlemen had agreed to. And so when it comes to them and they get the same thing, they're pretty upset. Now, most of us, I think, would be in that position. We would be upset. That is like, listen, I have worked all day. Why am I not getting paid as much? So when they approach the landowner says, you need to take what's yours. We agreed on this. Didn't you agree on this? You just need to go ahead and take what is yours. That is what I'm giving. And he says, and if I wish to give to the last person the same amount that I agreed with you, then that is my privilege. That is what I get to do. And so the landowner goes on to say in the next thing, isn't it lawful for me to do with what I have as I wish? And sometimes we can get in a position with God where we want to try to tell him what he needs to do. Well, God, you need to do this with the finances. Why do you have all that gold on your streets up in heaven? Why would you not just scrape it down here? And so that the poor and the third world country people, that they can have food and water, and they can have medical, needs met and housing met. And so we can be kind of like, well, God, why don't you do this? Why aren't you paying me? I mean, I'm serving and doing this, so why don't you pay me more? But listen, it is God's wish to give to people, and he gives generously to people. And I'm sure if you look back in your life, you will see where God has been generous to you.